Let me firstly define the NPV and then explain the corresponding formula. So, well, net present value represents the present value of all expected cash flows minus the initial investment. NPV is equal to the PV minus required investment. NPV rule is the following one. Managers increase the wealth of company by choosing the projects which value more than they cost. Keep in mind, please. So what does it mean? In simple words, all the projects with a positive NPV should be acceptable. Let's say a few words about the formula. As you can see here, NPV is equal to minus investment or minus cash flow today, invested today, plus cash flow the first year, second year, third year, year end, discounted by 1 plus the opportunity cost of capital, discount rate, you can call it whatever you want, to the power of n, to the power of 2, and the last year to the power of n, depending on the number of years or periods. NPV, it's how to explain it in a simple words. It's like a salary, where you have gross salary less all deductions, and you get a net salary, or cash inflows less cash outflows. NPV is very much dependent on discount rate or opportunity cost of capital. If discount rates goes up, NPV is going down, and opposite. In terms of ranking, it gives the highest ranking to the project with the highest NPV. To demonstrate how it works in practice, let me use the following case study to show you. So we have case study 8 here, house acquisition. You are offered to buy a house for $350,000. At the same time, you have a possibility to rent it for $16,000 per year over the next 3 years. And at the end, to sell the house for $450,000. How much are you ready to pay for the described house if the opportunity cost of capital is 7%? This is just an assumption. If you decide to buy the house, please calculate the NPV of the investment. So how to do it? Let me explain you. So here you have your cash flows, cash outflow, cash inflow. So for the present value 1, first year you have the $16,000 from the renting of the house that you discount 1 plus 7% your discount rate to the power 1, you will have $14,953. Then you have also for the second year, but you have 1 plus 7% to the power 2, and you see that you have lower amount brought today, $13,975. And then the year 3, it will not be the cash flow from the rent, 16,000, but also the cash flow from the selling of the house, $450,000. Altogether, $466,000 divided by 1 plus 7% to the power of 3, and you will have the present value of $380,395. So in total, you see that you got sum of the discounted cash flows, $409,323. What is this? This is the present value of all the projected future cash flows from this house. This means that this is the maximum value you should be prepared to pay for this house. If you pay the house at $409,323, you would be at 0. So NPV equals 0. Okay, you wonder why. But if you would pay here $350,000, it means that you will generate a profit of $59,322, which is a good job and profitable investment for you. Of course, you have always to compare it with some other investment of the same or similar risk. So if you calculate the NPV here, NPV equal to the minus investment, cash flows discounted today, step 1. Step 2, you have your input here, minus $350,000, your cash flows every year, rent, and then you sell the house. And obviously you obtain the same value of here NPV, $59,323. So this would be your additional profit. If you pay a house at $350,000, you will get a profit of $59,323.